Chapter 858, Meet and Fuck at SexyGames.com. There's your fucking intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pod D Cast. We're back again, me, the best guy ever, and him, the hippo ever.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the hippos that I know, that guy. That's pretty
all
good
combined.
To me. Okay, we're talking about fucking chapter 858, which is cool because it's a palindrome number. What the fuck is this chapter about?
Okay, this chapter...
it's called Meeting. It's called Meeting,
this
by the
is
way.
the meeting between the Fire Tank Pirates and the Straw Hats.
Hey, I bet Luffy's really excited about this chapter, because it's meat. He likes meeting. Got
What's
him.
the Japan for meat? Is it...
Niku means meat.
I knew it had a K in it. That's
yeah, you
that's
would.
that.
In fact, you wish it had 3 Ks in it, don't you, you piece of shit?
Oh,
you
got me.
motherfucker.
They don't call me hippo for nothing.
He'll start the third.
Shut up.
Right,
Shut up.
puddle? I
Shut
don't
up.
know.
Shut up.
Okay.
It's stupid
Okay,
intro. All right.
That's a good joke. Okay, what happened?
So we start off with the wedding cake and a song that doesn't not really translate at all into English.
Yeah, I didn't fucking get what the fuck was going on.
I think they're just saying like, when you cry, it's salty, and if you cry for regret, it's a lot of salt. But a cake is nice and sweet, so let's make a cake, I guess.
It's one of these things where, okay, so of course we use manga stream because they're the only ones who do it fast enough to give a shit about.
Yeah.
Whenever, they're translating from another fucking language, so how hard are they gonna work to, re-kajigger a fucking song and, what's the tune? How do I structure the lyrics, the rhyme scheme, and while capturing, the meaning of the original fucking whole thing? That's a hard job.
How did they translate Bink Sake or Bink Sake? I mean, when that
you can call it Bink Sake. Oh, I don't know. You could probably go back on Manga Reader or something and see the chapter where that is. I remember it being I read it back then and it was shitty, and it I don't think the people who translated it, which was I don't even know who did it back then. It was a long time ago. I think it was just a clusterfuck. They just kind of translate the general meaning of the words without really worrying about how it's gonna sound. Because they didn't have a tune. There wasn't even a tune to go to. It was just fucking words on a page. It's not even real.
That's a whole thing, but I don't really want to get into it. How
yeah,
it
was really
you
cool
write
though.
down a song lyrics and you can never think of what the song sounds like. Anyway.
It makes me very happy, though, that Oda, I think he had a plan for Bink Sake, and then it came real, because he has an anime called One Piece.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty good.
I forgot about
You might have heard of it.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
Yeah, so they're building that cake. That's going to be... it looks like a huge cake. And then...
Oh, by the way, it reminds me a little bit of the cake scene from Mario RPG with the, those guys and that cake. Maybe the cake will be alive. Oh my god, if the cake's alive and fights them, that'll be literally Mario RPG.
Cake's alive.
Oh my god, cause fuck it. Oh, gamer jokes, dude! Yeah. I can tell you're a hardcore gamer. I was gonna say, cause it's totally reasonable that the cake could come to life, cause that's something Big Mom does all day, every day. So I'm just saying they could recreate Mario RPG.
It's gonna be like
sick.
Kill la kill.
The
whole thing.
Did that happen?
The entire building was a guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just saying, they're taking a moment here to put emphasis specifically on, the cake, and fighting a wedding cake would be pretty cool. I'm calling it. It's going to happen. They're going to fight the cake. Luffy's going to face his toughest opponent ever.
Oh, wait,
Cake
actually,
boy.
that's not the cake itself. I think that's, the factory where they're making the cake. There's, smoke
right,
coming out the chimney.
I think that's true.
All right. Anyway, that's
okay.
not
Enough
important.
about the cake. That was page 1. We're on page 1. Okay.
All right. Here's the first interesting part. Pickums, we see has been recovering with Jinbei's crew and what's her face.
We finally see him.
The shark
Praline. Praline. Oh my god, I love her so much. She's so fucking hot. She's the best character in One Piece.
She is pretty great. I like that Rose.
Everything about her is great. She's 10 out of 10. Oh my god, I love her so much.
And there's Aladdin. He's there.
Yep, her husband. Mm-hmm.
And they're
Luckiest
sort
man in
of
the
they're
world.
sort of telling him, oh, don't worry, Jinbei's gone to warn Big Mom of Big A, Beige,
Beige. Bagoo.
Bagoosh.
I don't know.
And then he's like, wait a minute, that's not true, you're hiding something from me. So I think they're just trying to keep Pickham's away from the battle so that he doesn't get hurt, because they like Pickham's. And I was
Actually,
thinking...
I don't think that's true. Well, here, finish your thought, then I'll
Well,
give
I
my
was
input.
thinking, because, Peckhams is a good boy. He likes the minks. He's a trustworthy guy. Of all the Big Mom pirates, aside from maybe Baron Tamago, he's the only one I want to survive, really.
Yeah, right.
And I'm
okay.
thinking, what if instead of Jinbei joining the Straw Hats, it's Peckhams? That would be cool, huh? Little
That-
lion boy.
I do like the lion turtle thing he's got going on. That's pretty nifty. Okay, well, I have a totally different interpretation that I'm sure is the correct one. So let me tell you if you
Well,
agree.
whatever.
It's just what's going on here is because this clarified. I was confused because remember last chapter, Jinbei said like I heard from Peckhams that there's this plot to fucking kill Big Mom. That's a big deal. So, and I wasn't really sure what the status of Peckhams is, but it's all been made clear here. Okay, what's going on is Peckhams is clearly very loyal to Big Mom. He's a very dedicated member of the crew, and right now he's hurt real bad because Capone shot him a million times. He is extremely concerned about making sure Big Mom hears about this plot to assassinate her, and he's trying to leave to go make sure, even though Jinbei said he is going to go do it. Like, what actually happened is Jinbei was like, oh, thanks for the info. I'm going to go fucking murder that bitch. Because Peckhams doesn't know that Jinbei has betrayed Big Mom now. And so the Sun Pirates here are fucking trying to keep him from leaving and keep him, here and docile because he's the only one who knows about the assassination plot that Capone does.
I mean-
and now Jinbei has betrayed Peckhams and the fucking Big Mom Pirates because they're going to fucking try to assassinate him and join up with Capone.
Well,
so, like,
That's exactly
Peckhams is
what
a
I
threat.
was saying. That they're keeping it here so he doesn't cause a ruckus fracas.
Well, you were saying that they're keeping him here because they don't want him to get hurt or something,
That's-
but it's
I
more
guess.
about making sure that he doesn't ruin the plan for... Because Peckhams wants Big Mom to not die, and Jinbei
Well, does
wants
he?
her to die.
Does he, or is he just being a loyal soldier right now? If she did die, would he be like, oh, thank fuck, finally I'm free?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think he's here.
I think when
'cause
it
he
came,
likes her.
if it comes down to it, he's more loyal to the minx than he is to Big Mom. Maybe.
That's a tough call.
I mean,
Tough call.
it would probably be a twist if it did happen because it's not like shown really that he doesn't like Big Mom secretly. He's just he's just a a good pirate friend.
I got the impression that he legitimately cares about the Big Mom Pirates, while being aware that, they're kind of fucked up dudes and evil sometimes, but he still likes Big Mom and believes in her, but he also cares about the Manx, obviously, so there's a whole conflict. Yeah, whatever. We'll find out later.
It's one of those things where it's like, it would never cross his mind that Big Mom could get defeated, so he's always on her side because, she sort of protects the minx or is like under their sort of...
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I mean, of course he's intimidated by Big Mom, because everyone is.
Yeah.
But also, he is, like, really trying to... He's hurt real bad, and yet he's trying to get up to make sure that the Big Mom Pirates are protected. And maybe that's out of fear, but based on this chapter, this page, makes me think that he cares a little bit.
Well, I think what it is that he has no... he doesn't think they're gonna do it, but he doesn't want to be, like, the guy who just let it happen. He needs to be a good, loyal soldier.
So it sounds like we have a slight disagreement. I have the interpretation that he cares more about the Big Mom Pirates, and you think he's more, being a soldier and like this is his duty, he has to do it, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, oh god, this chapter is really fucking dense because this page 2. that
So
we're
many
on.
things going on.
Yeah, that's Oda for you.
Alright, so the next bit, we're at the fire tank hideout, which is really cool looking. I like it.
Hey, remember how I said that their castle was like on a separate thing? I was totally right. They had a little castle place, not on Whole Cake Island. It's like floating next to it or something.
No, it's built into the side of it, a sort of temporary establishment, I
What?
guess.
Is that true?
If you look at page 3,
Damn it.
look at page 3, it's just sort of like jutting out off the cliff and it's just sort of sitting on top of a thing.
You know, I guess that makes more sense because I was kind of thinking that, like, isn't it? It's weird that their ship has like an island attached to it. I don't really understand how they did that. I guess I was just wrong. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever. They have a castle of their own next to Whole Cake Island.
They probably have
Fine.
like a special builder guy who just builds it like ting ting with a hammer.
Yeah, probably. It looks really cool though. I really like it. Like I really like that the fire tank pirates have like a distinguishing style among the Big Mom crew. It's very cool.
Yes. And then we got the frog boy coming in saying, "Hey, I captured you, but you're cool, Sanji."
He's a gecko.
He's a gecko.
Yeah, I think so. Like I've seen weird like gecko characters in anime and manga like a surprisingly large number of times. I think they're like really popular or something. But that tongue, to me, that curly tongue is a dead ringer for the gecko tongue.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, he's just there to greet them, and then Chopper's there without a hat. He looks funny. But
oh, hang on. Yeah, I thought this was funny or strange. So like in the last page, they said like. So Luffy and Sanji walk up to the front of the place, and that's cool, but everyone else traveled via mirror and got there ahead of time?
Yeah.
I don't know why they split up. I don't know what the point of that was.
Well,
they didn't just...
they were only talking to Luffy and Sanji through shards of the mirror, so they couldn't bring them with them.
Oh, they weren't together. That's right. I totally forgot. You're 100% right, and I am wrong.
Anyway, there's one thing I want to note here, is that Chopper is, relaxing with the bath and stuff, and Luffy is the one who's actually like yelling at him, saying, "Hey, this is no time to be lounging around. This is serious."
Right.
And he does it again with Brook and a few other few pages later, and it's like, I felt like that was really like a thing that Luffy doesn't even do. Like he's either the one who's being a stupid idiot when he's supposed to be serious, or like he's not really reacting to people being stupid idiots. But this time, I would have. Usually you would expect like Sanji to be the one yelling at other people to like stop, quit fooling around, but it's Luffy this time. And I just thought that was kind of interesting. That he's really taking things seriously now.
Luffy is definitely the bokeh in this situation. There's like a thing in Japanese comedy. There's like a bokeh, which is like the goofball, and then the other straight man name I can't remember, who's the one who's like reacts to it. Yeah, now that you say that, that is weird. Like, is he's that shocked to see Chopper like relaxing? No, Luffy doesn't get shocked by shit like that. He laughs. He should have laughed at that. I don't know why he's so like weird.
Well, I don't
know
think
why?
It's a bad thing.
Because Oda needed someone to respond.
It's like it seems very deliberate because like he was like, oh yeah, let's put aside differences with this Bege guy, and form an alliance to defeat Big Mom. And he was all like very like matter of fact about it. He wasn't like I'm gonna go kick Big Mom's ass. It was sort of like, yeah, I'm actually like thinking now. I got a brain suddenly. That's kind of cool.
Well, one thing that
Acting
Luffy
like
thinks
a captain,
about,
even though he's still kind of an idiot.
One thing Luffy does think about a little bit is like relationships and if he likes you or not. That's like the only thing he thinks about. So right now, all he knows about Capone is that he shot the shit out of Pecoms and they're like walking into their turf. So I can sort of see why he'd be on edge and be like, "Oh fuck, this is a serious time. What are you doing, Chopper? Chilling? That's gay."
It's just one of those things because like if it was like old One Piece, like early Grand Line, it would just be sort of like Luffy walking up and having a scowly face and like, "Where are you? I'm gonna talk to you. You gonna fuck you." But this is just like being like a normal guy. It's weird.
So you're saying he's like chilled out a little bit.
He's like, yeah, it's like he's chilled out and he's like acting rationally. He's not he's not like full of anger or full of goofiness. It's just sort of a different sort of side of Luffy. I like it.
Hey, that's fine. That's a perfectly fine.
I mean, when it comes to like the actual like confrontation, or the meeting, he acts a bit more like his normal self. But like just this few early scenes with them in the bus and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
let's talk about that.
Speaking of the bus,
yeah,
you got Nami, and you can see most of her body.
Oh Lord, that's a sin. This is haram. This is absolutely haram.
Yeah, if you don't read One Piece, but you listen to this podcast, go look at it. It's good. It's good shit.
It is good. I don't know. I'm not really much of a fan service guy. Really, it's like I don't care. This is fuck whatever. Yeah, she's sexy. She's sexy every panel she's in. Every single one. That's cool.
I just
but,
thought I'd
you know,
make a joke about boobies. All right.
You're right in doing so. And
Anyway,
also, a Carrot
yeah.
is here, and I really want to know how furry her titties are, but we really don't get to see much of them. We see them in the next panel, like from far away, so you really can't tell. I want to see this scene animated so I can see if her tits are perfectly white.
Well,
so we know, like, what
it-
level furry is she really? I need to
think-
know.
Well, in the anime, don't they just put like white all over the screen, like steam?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, remember the famous like shower scene from Thriller Bark?
Yeah.
Where Nami got straight up fucked. She got fucking fucked by what was his name? Invisible Boy, Absalom. Yeah, she was full on
Absalom,
groped
yeah.
and shit. Yeah, that was great. That was an awesome scene. 10 out of 10. Highly recommended.
Anyway,
Absalom is my hero. He just rapes women. He's a legend. What more could you want out of a heroic character in your manga? Okay, anyway.
yes. Speaking of Thriller Bark, this is related to Lola because it's her sister.
Oh, yeah.
Here, what was her name?
Her name was, oh god, Lole. I don't fucking remember this girl's
They probably
name.
say it in this area.
She's her twin. She's like her twin.
Yeah,
her
Lola's
name
twin.
is
They're
here.
talking about what Lola went to ran away, and we get an interesting insight into exactly why. I forget what our predictions were about why she left, but it
Yeah.
turns out that it was Loki, the Prince of Elbaf, the giant kingdom, that wanted to marry her, and she said no, and she fucked off, and that's why the giants don't like Big Mom, and that's why Big Mom's trying to make giants because she can't have them because they don't like her.
Dude.
It's a lot of cool extra lore.
This is so great. The fucking like the giant island Elbaf has been like teased since the beginning of the fucking series. And you know, was obviously really exciting when we got to Little Garden and we met Dorian Broggy and shit. And I've been I can't fucking wait to get to Elbaf. And like, there's all this talk in this chapter how like they are the strongest warriors in the world, which makes sense because they're fucking huge. And you know that we hear about like a guy who lives there, the Prince Loki, and he's related to the Big Mom pirates, and that ties into how you know, Big Mom's plans for gigantization or whatever is related to the fact that she wanted to ally with the fucking giants, but it didn't work out, and they got really fucking pissed. And this is so juicy. It's so fucking juicy. I can't wait for fucking Elbaf. Fucking Usopp's gonna have an arc.
Yep.
When he gets there, it's gonna be a big Usopp thing. I can't wait because Usopp's the best fucking character.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
it's gonna
can't
be
wait for
epic.
all that stuff with Dorian Broggy, and then who's those other guys that
Those are the
Water
two he
7?
met at Ennie's lobby. Yeah,
Ennie's
I don't
lobby.
remember their
yeah.
names.
No, they're cool though. I forget them.
I liked them because they were buddies with Usopp and they palled around with him when he was Soga King at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, not the
Now
same
he's
guy
God
as
Usopp, so it's gonna be like, you know,
God,
what
that's
if he
so
becomes the king of Elbaf somehow? He marries a
He's
giant.
so small though.
Like there's
Yeah,
a
he
princess
could.
giant now. Is like, oh, I like you, long nose, kun.
Maybe the prince was so mad about because the giants live a really long time, like way longer than normal humans.
I guess that's yeah.
Maybe Prince Loki was so mad that Lola turned him down that he went full gay, and he's just gonna marry Usopp, and Usopp will be king because Loki is secretly a bottom bitch, and he wants a strong man like Usopp to dominate him in the bedroom and also on the b-ball court. So there you go. Oh, because Usopp's black. Yes, totally makes sense. Nailed it. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Killing it this time.
Yeah, so that's why Big Mom is no giants. Well, she
Okay,
wants
you know, can I
giants.
just clarify that a little bit because I said a lot of things there, but,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the important takeaway points are just what's her name? You know, Twin Girl just tells us that so Lola's arranged marriage was to Prince Loki, Prince of Elbaf. She ran away because she's a self-centered bitch who doesn't care about her family, and Big Mom tried to use this twin sister girl as a stand-in for Lola,
Yeah,
but she was
it didn't
found
work.
out. And
that
they got
made it
real
worse.
mad. Yeah, that's what ruined their chances of like ever allying with the giants. And Big Mom is real bitter about it, which is why there's been this, you know, thing about no giants are here. Why aren't there
Yeah.
any fucking giants here?
And I'm pretty sure
yeah.
if Usopp goes to Elbaf, he's going to get the giants on the Straw Hat side, which is going to help with any big war that might happen in the future.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't
It's
wait.
going to be so great.
Elbaf I'm so fucking stoked. It's gonna be, it's fucking sick, bro. Okay, anything else important here? I think that's about it. Lola is an idiot, and I felt like it's kind of like if Big Mom wants you dead, which Big Mom does want Lola dead because she hates her and she abuses the twin sister just because she looks like Lola, and she beat the shit out of her
that's
every day
like,
for generations.
She just seeing her face as a twin, she just wants to beat the shit out of her. So she's like, I want you to kill my mom.
I felt that was a little incongruous with just the fact that, like, when we met Lola says, "Hey, my mom's great. Like, go check her out. Take my Biblicard with my name on it. Here's a note so that she'll be your best friend."
It's kind of silly. But
I know that they explained that, like, she's just oblivious. She's just a ditz and doesn't get it.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that's Oda being like, this is why it's different than how it was presented back then, which is totally fine. I understand these things happen. I just think it's funny to point out.
Yeah. Also, there's bubbles in the bath that I like it.
Wait! I can see some side boob of Carrot, and there's some distinct fur lines on there. Definitely has furry titties. Okay. Fantastic.
Well,
Carrot looks great,
might be
man. She's cute.
shading. I don't know.
See at the bottom? Look at those dots. Those are fur dots.
No.
She's shaggy as fuck, dog. Shaggy as fuck. Oh my god. This is hot as fuck. Okay.
Oh, this next scene is great.
Yes, it is.
Well, first of all, Luffy's getting mad at Brook for being all... Says what I was saying earlier. Like, we got real stuff to do. And then he gets distracted by milk in the refrigerator. It's like,
distracted by milk, of course.
And he's like, my tooth is gone. I just had a nice drink of milk. All better. It just comes back. I expected it to be a kind of a goofy thing, and I like it.
So I was dead wrong in my prediction that there was going to be a big moment where Luffy gets his tooth back, and like Sanji's skills will be, he'll use his mad healing abilities.
Well, I think that the tooth being gone was just symbolic of like Sanji and Luffy's fight, and now that they've come back together, it's not really important that he has his tooth missing anymore.
I couldn't agree more. I think you're absolutely right. Because we both knew there was no chance he would go through the rest of the series. I'm sad that there's no gold tooth happening here, but hey, you know what? This is good too. But I think this is actually way better than like the kind of melodramatic scene I had in my head of like, you can't seriously have someone, well, I guess it's One Piece, so you might be able to pull it off, but like, it's much better to play it off for laughs, this whole tooth missing thing and then being regrown. And I love the fact, especially, that it was never like spelled out before. Like Luffy just missed a tooth. Nobody commented on it. That's just how shit was. Yeah. And now he just it's mentioned, and then he brings it back, and arc closed. And by the way, I went and I did the research, so for the first time I've actually got the correct numbers for how long this lasted, just for fun. Shit. So that was in chapter 844, Luffy versus Sanji, where Luffy Luffy got his tooth kicked the fuck out by Sanji, and now we're in 858. And so it's more or less about 15 total chapters that this tooth saga has been going on, and frankly, it's been the most rewarding one in One Piece history. So thank you, Oda. Thank you for this magical time. By the way, one of my favorite things in all of all of One Piece is the Straw Hat Crew's obliviousness or their lack of like social awareness of what people expect them to do. So like important things are happening. And then Brook just says, "Oh, a refrigerator. There's delicious milk inside," or just anything like that is my favorite. And every time they do it, I love them
anytime
more.
That sort of stuff happens when somebody's trying to be like serious, is like, "Hey, quit ignoring me." Like that's great. I love those jokes.
And by the way, this scene, like this is a little moment of like Brook and Luffy like bonding, kind of just drinking milk together, both having their bones regrown. They're bonding over their love of strong bones, and that brings a tear to my eye and a erection to my pants, and it's really good, and it makes me smile. This fucking panel of them smiling, drinking this fucking milk, it's magical. It's fucking magical.
This should be the thumbnail. Much. It's pretty iconic.
Well, I was going to use it for the intro thing at the beginning of the episode because I had a different one for the thumbnail. It's a little slick, but yeah, that's exactly what I was going to use.
We've been having like countdown timer for the tea party. So there's now 3 hours left, 30 minutes left, and everyone's all like gathering for the meeting. to discuss how they're gonna kill Big Mom or whatever.
And we didn't mention it, but the reason they were in the bath is because Capone insists on people who talk to him be clean and properly primed and prepped and looking sharp as fuck, because he's a classy mafia dude.
Yeah,
and I really like that
yeah.
they even did it with their fucking the people they've kidnapped. What's her name? Brule and Diesel have also been cleaned and are in like a tuxedo and a fancy dress.
He's got a white tuxedo. I didn't even notice that.
That's fucking great. Diesel's my favorite character.
I love this joke that they are part of their team, even though they're just prisoners.
I know. Watch as these two become the new Straw Hats against their will for the rest of the series. Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be like Ice Shield 21 almost, with those three guys.
The Ha brothers. Yeah. I love them. Okay, and then it's the big scene.
Then we've got the big scene. Everyone's all dressed up nicely and cool, and they're just talking, saying, should we join hands? Or you go to assassinate Big Mom, whatever. Then Luffy notices Caesar Clown.
Oh, I called it, right? I totally called it.
You said, doesn't that look like Caesar Clown? And I was like, no, it's probably a different guy. And it's totally fucking him. It's just like, no, I'm not Caesar Clown. I'm what do you call himself?
Gangster Gastino. His twin brother. Yeah. Oh wait, no, he said his Bee's brother. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I love that he's as he gestures to himself, saying he's Gangster Gastino. He's still got the CC Caesar Clown gloves on that he's displaying to everyone. Oh, what a badass. And yeah, dude, just laugh. It's not working, buddy. It's not working out.
We get a bit of...
So I mean, that's actually kind of important, because he, like, is off the hook with Big Mom. He's, like, joined up with fucking Capone. Like, we were wondering what his status was last time or sometime recently. And so he's out of there, and he's with these guys, going to try to kill Big Mom, and that makes total... He has all the incentive in the world to try to assassinate Big Mom so that she does not fuck him up.
Yeah, and he has his poisonous power or something, gas power, I think.
Gas, yeah.
Yeah, but his heart is still out there. Like Trafalgar Law's power is still in effect. It's kind of weird how that just persists forever.
Well, some devil fruits work like that. Like, remember when Buggy lost his body parts and that was him now? He's now Chibi Buggy, and he just doesn't have a torso anymore. But then later on, he found him and he got him, and it was all great. So it's kind of like Buggy's power, only different. Also. It
reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. The Davy Jones had that heart in a chest.
I never even thought of that. I wonder if Oda was inspired by that at all, because that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a very cool pirate thing. Anyway, Caesar is still kind of controlled by whoever has his heart, and
Poor guy.
he's like, oh, I guess I can't really run away because Big has my heart, but I hate Big Mom, so I guess I'll be on his crew. And I don't know. He's
Yeah, we get it. He's being forced to do this. He says a lot of fucking words whenever he's on screen. We get it. You're mad. You're gay. Understood. Got it.
Okay, so yeah, basically they're just.
And then Luffy has an interesting proposition. Tell us about it.
Oh yeah, they're talking about like fucking Big Mom. I don't know. It's a lot of words to speak about. It's basically just they're discussing what's going to happen. And Luffy says, all right, first let me punch you for shooting pecons. And then everyone goes into an uproar. Nice. And I think Big A actually says, I don't care, go ahead.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And then Jinbei
I wonder if that's because he's like a castle guy, if he's just really tough and he doesn't even fucking care, like he'll be fine.
Maybe he has like little people with like hammers and stuff inside him.
Oh my god. Yeah. His power is fucking weird, but I like it. It's real cool. It's real imaginative.
So,
and also it's like perfect that he's the Rook, because he like is a castle. How sick is that? That's great. That's good stuff.
That is great.
Great theming, Oda. Great theming.
So Jinbei says, hey, do you like Big Mom, any of you people? And we say no, and then, right, you're all agreed, let's kill her. And it's like, yeah, let's kill her, let's murder her, let's kill her in 3 hours.
Yep, they got 3 hours and 20 minutes till the party starts.
The only thing that's stopping Bege from killing Luffy and stuff is that they have Sanji, which needs to be there for the ceremony. So really, even if this goes all well and Big Mom's dead, I don't know what's going to happen. I think Bege is going to turn on them no matter what.
That's true. He is definitely a unreliable ally outside of their specific goal of, taking out Big Mom. But, I also wonder, why the fuck would he even want to kill Luffy exactly? Like, what is his motivation to not... It just seems weird that he would even, say, the only reason I'm not killing you is because I need Sanji alive. But what is your reason to kill him? I don't know what that is.
I mean, he's a mafia guy, and Luffy is like a rival to him for being like a pirate king or just a guy in the seas. He's unreliable, so, why not kill him? And also, he's a mafia guy. He likes killing people anyway.
Yes, he does.
So I think it's just sort of like a thing he likes to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is really cool though, because it reminds me of the Whitebeard War, the war at Marineford, where
sure,
Luffy went to Impel Down and he found all these old enemies, and then they decided, let's escape and be friends and fight the Marines, and it's it's alliances that you wouldn't expect that are the most interesting.
Seeing Luffy team up with Crocodile again after fucking 400 chapters was so sick, bro. It was fucking awesome. Also, I love how fancy everyone looks. Nami, standout performance to Nami. She looked real cool. And Brooke's hat. Oh, also, I liked Carrot's flapper hat. Everyone looks so fly.
Go look at that. I think.
Yeah, I think she's only in the main the group shot of everybody. Also, Jinbei didn't put on a fucking suit. He's still wearing his gay gook shit. Come on, dude.
Well, that is a suit.
It's a fucking. He's showing off his
suit. Sushi.
Hey, if
he should just wrap himself in a green leaf and call it rice.
Hey, you know what? I hope Jinbei just does join the crew so that they can be starving to death, and then Zoro will cut him into fishy bits, and then Sanji will grill him, and they will bond over this experience and become best friends. So he will have served a useful purpose to the plot by being delicious food that they all enjoy. Oh, God. Okay. I think that's it. Anything else important to discuss about that? There's a lot of shit in this fucking chapter, man.
Yeah, there's
crazy.
A lot of stuff. It's really, not much you can talk about. You just, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's one of those...
We're just stating the facts that are presented here, really.
I mean, we could try and, speculate on what would happen, but we really kind of need to know their plan first.
Yeah, which they don't have yet.
We've got these bullets that can kill the Vinsmokes, which Big Mom has. Mm-hmm. They want to save the Vinsmoke family. They want to
Luffy
kill Big
does.
Mom.
Capone doesn't care. Yeah.
Well, the Capone, the Mafia, they like the Vinsmokes because they're like the similar sort of, Mafia family.
Has that been said, or were you assuming that?
No, they said that. Like, the Gecko guy says, oh, I love you, you're my favorite, Sandy.
Oh, that's true, he did say that. Yeah, alright, I'll buy it, that makes sense.
So, now
that I think about it for a second, that's actually cool, because the Capones are obviously a fucking mafia family, that's their whole thing, and Sanji's family is kind of similar, so it makes sense that they'd be on the same wavelength, and that guy'd be into it. Yeah, cool, hadn't thought of that. That makes sense.
And we've got Jinbei's crew, the Sun Pirates, also around, so they could be they could be there for an escape, underwater submarine. I don't know what they have.
This is real good. This is real good that all these things are happening, and all these alliances, temporary and otherwise, are happening in One Piece. This is exactly what One Piece should be doing. We're exploring characters this is the exact perfect role Capone should play, having been foreshadowed as, one of 11 people who are important, but not that important. Law was way too important. He should not have ever had as much fucking, impact on... He didn't even really have that much impact on the plot. They just felt the need to talk about it for a fucking year. But this is perfect. This is great. Capone is important. He has an interesting backstory. He is an intimidating character. He's, he's a fucking cool guy. I really like everything about him, and it's great. And I can't wait to see this happen with, I'm looking forward to happening with, in the Wano arc, this shit is going to happen with D-Ace Drake, the Tyrannosaurus ex-Marine guy, Killer, and, the other guys who were allied against Kaido, Eustace Kid. I can't wait to learn about his history. It's got to be fucking sick. And the other guys, Killer,
Basil Hawkins.
Basil Hawkins, yep, and what's his name? Apu, Scratchman Apu. All these guys are so cool, and I hope they get a similar spotlight, and I'm sure they will. It's gonna be It's gonna be fantastic.
I'm trying to
Really
think of
excited
like all
about
the all the things in play in this wedding. We've got the bomb in the chest that's going to
it.
explode. We've got the Vinsmokes who are going to potentially die at the wedding.
Yep.
But the bomb will go off. I don't know whether anybody knows at this place. I don't think anybody knows.
Well, no, Nami mentioned it, right? Didn't she say something about it? And like the Straw Hats are vaguely aware that that's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure that was brought up recently. Yeah, I think a reminder was, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. So there's
be
those
like
guys.
the thing that nobody is remembering that will happen. But the bomb will go off. These guys will try to enact their plan. We've got the whole Vinsmoke army around, which could get involved. The Germa Kingdom, we got the Sun Pirates, we got all the Fire Tank Pirates, and we got Big Mom and all her pirates. It seems kind of like Big Mom's outnumbered, but I feel like
This is Big Mom's home base, her home turf, you know. And it's Big Mom. She is a Yonko. I want to see her do shit. I really want to see her cut loose, and I think we will. This is her time.
Yeah, I think once the cake explodes with or something goes wrong with the food, it might be kind of funny. Like if they like kill, you know, they start trying to kill her, and she's like, "Haha, what a lively wedding!" And then her her food gets destroyed, and then she goes into a blind murderous rage, and then everyone has to run away.
Yeah. I think something like that's gonna happen. You know, her reaction to the whole, like, us learning about her reaction to the plan with the giant alliance falling through makes me think she's a little more politically minded than I thought at first, and she's a little bit more Machiavellian as opposed to happy-go-lucky, which she has that side of her as well, but yeah, I can see her. It makes it a little bit less likely to me that Oda's going to go the route of, like, something goofy happens, and that's what sets her off. It still totally could. It still totally could, but we'll see. And there's one... So go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to say, I can't wait to see Big Leg Lady Smoothie. I want to see her again. She's good.
I like her a lot. I want to see her do cool things. And we forgot about fucking Uruj and the guy that he killed, the fourth commander guy. Also, we haven't seen the third commander guy.
Well, I think there was a guy in the comment section of the last podcast that said Uruj is recovering from wounds, and he was watching Kaido jump off the thing, so they don't think he's around. They think he ran away, and I'm not sure whether that's true. It probably is.
That was a while ago, though.
That's what I was thinking. It was a while ago, so I don't know.
I want to check that out because it's important in the wording they said for like what the status of Uruj was, but I think we double checked and it said like Uruj is around on the island. Like that was the implication I got. Maybe we're wrong about that. Maybe he actually was off recovering and still is. But
it might be just something that they pieced together. Like, oh yeah, he fought one of the Big Mom pirates, and then he was seen earlier.
Yeah, I just really remember the language being clear.
Recovering.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But the one thing I think has gone a little bit under the radar is like everyone expects that the Vinsmokes are just going along with this and don't have anything up their sleeve. But we're like Vinsmoke Judge is like one of the most brilliant men on the planet. I just think it's a little bit. I don't think that it's going to go as smooth. Like the Vinsmokes have shown their full hand.
Yeah, they've
just doing this marriage.
They've definitely been like taking a back seat while all this other stuff has been going on. Kind of probably to deliberately make us think that they're not going to do anything.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty cool when they say, actually, we got a bomb. We're going to blow up the whole place. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the whole point of this whole thing was to get them into the castle to steal something important,
the special diamond hat
that Luffy's gonna replace his shitty straw hat with at the end of this arc. Oh, it's gonna be great. He'll be diamond.
The diamond straw hat. It's like got like fiberglass, like like glass when it's like a pulled real thin, like string.
Oh,
it's
yeah, like woven glass.
Woven glass. That would be cool.
Wow, that would be very fancy. I hope that happens.
hey, watchers of the Pod D cast, make a real glass straw hat, and you'll be featured on the show. We'll put a Google image.
First, you ask for bounty pictures, and now you're asking for.
By the way, those are great.
Pulled glass straw hats. Yeah, they were great. Thanks everybody for sending those in. I'm glad you mentioned. I totally forgot about them. But I retweeted a bunch of them, the procrastinators, and on my Twitter.
Yeah.
They were all great. Great job. I really like the one of yours that looked like Kaido. If you know the one I'm talking about, like it looked real.
Yeah, with the little glasses and
bushy.
the new mustache. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks everybody. We appreciate the love. Keep it up.
Yeah, and now make a glass straw hat.
Yeah, now step up your game, you motherfuckers. It's time to get real. It's time to get busy. So get out there, get to work.
And I'm not
Okay,
talking
all
about
right.
a drawing. I'm talking about real glass. You got to go to like.
I'm talking about go to glass weaving school. Yeah, get a 4-year degree. Make it some let's say some commitment here. All right, how about some commitment to this lifestyle you've chosen? Stop embarrassing yourself. All right, there you go. There's your lesson for the day, everybody. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. Looking forward to it. There looks like a chapter next week. I always like to check because sometimes it'll say at the end of this, if I can skip next week. So we will see you then, everybody. Thank you for listening, and it's been a good time. Goodbye.
Hello.